when we have to getting spaces like this for the doorway, or obviously the floor itself, and we're going to pull two off of this. Just bend it inverted, and they snap apart really easy. That way we're the hooks and loops by trying to force it. And we're just going to continue the same pattern that we've been running. So smooth side, smooth side. Now, it's always good to try and stay working within the same pattern, because if you work, as I'm doing, I guess, depending on what angle you're at, from one side to the other, and then you go in reverse and then work backwards that way, it becomes a little bit more difficult to put the hooks into the loops, and you've got to lift it up and try and shimmy it under. So just a tip, try and stay with the same direction you've been going, just to make it easier. Now, you can use different ways to cut this. Believe it or not, just a sharp razor blade, carpet blade works just fine. Just apply enough pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and get this shape cut in, and then we'll get this whole doorway cut in, and then we'll be ready to roll turf down in this one section. Now we just want to push down, apply enough pressure, and a brand new razor blade will just cut right through this very easily. A lot of times if you use a grinder or a blade, it'll actually heat up and start to melt the plastic, and it can get a little difficult to try and fit into place and work with. And remember, we're trying to maintain a 1/2 inch gap all the way around. There we go. Now that that one's snapped in, we can go ahead and proceed with the pattern. All right, now that we're up in the doorway, the building and the parking lot, this is a very old building, very old parking lot, everything's not exactly square. So you're going to get instances where we're off on different angles. This court tile system is very versatile to work with, so all we're going to do is just continue our pattern. And what I'm doing is I'm not snapping it in, but I'm laying it over top so I know exactly where it is. I'm just taking a 90, and I'm going to maintain that 1/2 inch distance spacing. So all I do, just use a marker. I mark my line. Now, what I like to use is obviously just my blade. I've already got my line. And even when you have to jump a row, just go nice and slow, take your time, and it cuts very easy. And then we'll just go ahead and snap it in. Now, where this is popping up, because we got an elevation change in the concrete, that's okay, because once we put the turf over it and we put the turf here, we're going to drill into it and secure it, so then that way it's easy to lock this all into place.